Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to go ahead and do paycheck 2. I got paid and I'm so excited because I finally figured out my pay cycle. So before I thought I used to get paid like as a back pay from when my benefits were taken away. I thought we were just going to resume that cycle, but no, we are starting a new cycle from the moment I got paid the first time in December, which was the 3rd, I believe, or the 2nd, and that is going to be running every 2 weeks. So my paycheck for this month, since I got paid on the 2nd, but it really processed on the 3rd, my paycheck was on the 17th / the 16th. So that is what we're going to be working on. And the next time I get paid again will be the 30th or the 31st. So that means I might have a 3 paycheck system. But with this paycheck, just in general, I will be completely, rid of all the bills that I have left. So I want to go ahead and get started. So if you guys haven't seen my paycheck 1 or the paycheck recap of 1, it does tie into my paycheck 2. So I do encourage you to watch that, and I'll link it up in the card above here, because we're going to take this leftover amount and we're going to add it to paycheck 2 right over here, because that is just income that I'm using as a cushion for situations where I don't get paid or I'm just lacking in some areas. So here is the washi I'm going to be using. And if you are interested in any of the stickers that I use, you can find these on erikalifevlogs.com. And I'll have my shop link down below. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Just like that. Super pretty. And I'm going to go ahead and get paycheck 2. Now, if you guys hear any barking, any construction work, we're just going to have to get through that. But let's get right into here. So for paycheck 2, and let me go ahead and zoom you guys in a tad bit. It was from my workers' comp insurance called Travelers. And this was on 12/16 or 12/17. And it was for the amount, actually let me look that up. It was for the usual amount that I've always been getting paid of $1,248.32. Nothing out of the ordinary there. And I did have a rollover, and that is $319.28. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that here. So with rollover, if you guys are not used to it, it's just basically money that I still have left in my bank account that was not used, and it's just clumped in with your next paycheck, and that, combined together is what you're working with for this pay period. Now, it doesn't mean you have to use it. You can live off of your regular paycheck like I usually do, but I have it there just in case something comes up. And at the end of the month, when I have reconciled the entire expenses and budget, I use this rollover to throw at my debt or to cover some of the expenses that happen at the beginning of the month that I'm not able to cover before my paycheck hits again. So I hope that kind of makes sense. But don't worry, just watch my budget and you'll see how that progresses through the month. So that is all that I have for paycheck 2 for this pay period. Now, when I mentioned in paycheck 1, I mentioned that I was trying to do my mileage for my workers' comp scenario, but my case worker right now had no clue what I was talking about. So I'm hoping for this pay period she figured it out, and they'll start processing all over again. So I'm going to go ahead and put mileage again. And the purpose of this is because I'm trying to get as much money as possible to pay off my student loan debt for December. So that is what I'm planning on doing. Now, if I don't accomplish that, you guys, with this income that I have available, I am going to go ahead and transfer income from my sticker shop. So if I'm like a little bit off from paying my student loan debt, I will then take some of this income from my sticker shop and throw it at this pay period to finish that off, because that is just my priority. I don't know and I don't care where that money comes from, as long as I do it in December, because that's just how pumped I am. So we're going to leave that as that, because that is going to be my income plan. And I'm going to go ahead and put this down. Now, I'm not going to put a miscellaneous line because I have sold everything that I think I'm able to sell that you know, I can get rid of. So I'm not gonna add anything else to that. So I'm pretty happy on that. I don't really want to sell anything anymore. I know, like with the Dave Ramsey plan, it says, you know, sell everything in sight, but sometimes you want to keep a couple of items with you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some washi to separate the bills and the cash envelopes. And then I'm gonna get started with the remaining bills that I have for this pay period. So I'm gonna go ahead, put that down here. So the first one for sure I know is my mom's Bank of America card. As soon as I got paid, this got thrown at it. So I know it was $55. And then actually, let me go ahead and just come over here and see. So I called about renter's insurance, and that is not due until January, so we're not going to worry about that. The next one is natural gas. So I'm going to go ahead and write that in. So natural gas. And you guys, I was surprised on this one because it was higher than my usual $20 budgeted amount, which I was like, what? When did that ever happen? But it has been cold, so we have been running the heat. So this one was actually $20.94 from what the bill said. And I was like, okay, you know, I'm off by like 94 cents, but still, that was unexpected. And then the next set of bills that I have after that one is my car payment and my student loans, which is not bad. So my car payment, which is due on the 21st, I believe, is $167.31. And then I have my normal, like what I usually throw at my student loan payment of $140. Although they are in deferment, I still want to make sure I throw what I used to throw at it as the minimum payment to help with the debt payment process. So that'll be $140. And that one is always due on the 25th of the month. So I'm pretty happy about how all of that looks. And then of course, since in paycheck 1 I did go ahead and throw some debt money at it, and I had like miscellaneous spending, I'm gonna go ahead and just add that here. So I'm gonna go put debt payment and miscellaneous. Now what I'm missing to pay on my debt is about $1,023.07. So I want to go ahead and budget out for that, but I'm gonna leave this blank because I don't know, you get me? So I'm gonna leave that blank, and then when paycheck 3 rolls around, I will go ahead and recap this as well, so you guys can see my progress on that, or if I actually did throw something at it. I mean, currently I can go ahead and throw $319, but I don't want to jump the gun until like all of this has been processed through. So that's that. And now let me do cash and savings. Do that over here. So this is where I go ahead and refill my cash envelopes. If you guys saw on paycheck 1, everything that I had left over, which was $30, I threw at my debt. So I just like emptied them out, and I'm gonna start fresh again for paycheck 2. So that would be in its own separate video where I just fill up my cash envelopes and do my weekly check-in. So for these categories, it's groceries, gas, personal spending, my sinking funds, and then I believe this will be the last time I fill up for Christmas. And it's right before Christmas too. And you guys, I honestly haven't bought anything. The only thing I bought is for the children, and that is it, which is kind of insane to think. But I literally haven't done anything else. So that is that. I don't have any birthdays or any other expenses coming up. So we're just going to go ahead and close that off and then talk about the numbers. Okay, so for groceries, I know I did $187 last paycheck, so I'm going to go ahead and do $188 this paycheck. $30 for gasoline, because we have been driving a bit. Spending, I'm gonna go ahead and do $125 as well. And for those who always comment about like that is too much spending money, then don't put that on your budget, but I will put it on mine. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. For sinking funds, I'm gonna go ahead and do 40 because it's medical and car maintenance, so 20 each. So I'm gonna go ahead and do 40. And then here I'm gonna go ahead and do Christmas. Well, actually, did I do? Yeah, I didn't do sinking funds on that side, so that's good. Christmas is gonna do the 130, and that's gonna be the end of that scenario right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and make my lines, and we're gonna add all of this up. So that is how that's looking. And then for my calculator, so 55 plus 2094 plus 167.31 plus 140. I'm looking about 383.25 for bills. And then for cash envelopes, I'm at 188 plus 30 plus 125 plus 40 plus 130. I'm at 513 on this category, which is awesome. And then do I want to go ahead? Let me put in more washing. Why not? Why not? Let's go ahead and break that off. So let's do my paycheck breakdown. So income, bills, and then cash, and then savings. I'll go ahead and break that off just like that. So currently my income for this paycheck budget at the moment is for $1,567.60. Now that can change depending on miscellaneous and me throwing money from my sticker shop at it. So that is why I put it on the budget and not actual. And then for bills, we're looking at $383.25. And then cash and savings, $513. So if we do that, we do $382.25 minus $513. It looks like I will be having about $672.35 left over. And that's pretty amazing because then that means I would need to figure out like about $430 to find somewhere in this budget of mine to throw at my debt if I want that debt gone. So really happy about that. I'm gonna close my budget off over here just like that, and then do my final lines. And we're done with paycheck 2. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is just how I budget, and on my next video you guys are going to see me stuffing my cash envelopes because I have to go to the bank and grab that out since I just got paid and I haven't gone to the bank yet. So yay! Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!